songwriter, composer, the first Emirate countertenor, 6 octaves, take flight, dance craze in TikTok. Let's give it up, Alira!
Hi, Alira.
Hi, Alira. And siya lang naman po yung nagpauso na expression na wapak, ganun, and welcome mga kakulto. She's been in Dubai for almost every year. Ganun siya kamahal ng ating mga kababayan dito sa Dubai. One of the most versatile comedians, singer, television host, comic diva. Okay, Brothers!
Hi, Miss Kay.
Ay, sorry! Sorry! Kinakabahan ba kayo? Para makatakoy na sa
Next will be a pop rock singer, songwriter, actress, and host. She is referred to the Philippine pop rock royalty. Let's give it up, Bian Constantino!
Hi, Miss Yang.
And next is a singer, songwriter, a rapper, can do acoustic, jazz, pop, and R&B. Let's give it up, Asia's Soul Supreme, Casey Bandito!
Thank you.
Wala ba kayong mga kamay dyan? And a singer,
Hi,
an actor,
Casey.
TV host, commercial model, and the first grand champion of ABS Star Pavilion. Let's give it up, Prince of Pop, Eric Santos!
Huwag na pagalitan.
Pag-aano siya, pag-aano. Dito talaga ang pinakahihintay ng lahat. Ready na ba kayo?
First runner-up si Miss Casey.
Well, the Miss Universe 2018, let's give it up, the beautiful Catriona Gray!
Puro paano yung live. Hi, Kat. Ayan, okay na?
Okay na.
Alright.
So, welcome to the press conference of Paskong Handog. So tonight is going to be on December 10th, tomorrow. So again, we'd like to say thank you to our media partners, Export Media, Global Filipino Magazine, Kabayan, Golf Today, Golf News, College Times, City Times Magazine, The National, Tag 91.1, Comicsin.ae, Dubai Vibes Magazine, and to all our vloggers and TikTokers who's here. So hi, you'd like to say hi first, please? Anyone?
Hi everyone! Bakit kailangan ko ng mic? Parang hindi. Hello!
Hello. Ooh.
Hi! On behalf of everyone here, thank you so much for taking the time to come out and give us such a warm welcome. I know I'm really excited to be here and I'm in such amazing company. Thank you to all of the media partners, to Creative Minds for bringing us here to beautiful Dubai. I'm so happy to be back.
Salamat po sa inyo.
Ano naman yung sinabi niya? Okay. I think, yeah. So what? Later ang mga tanungan.
Easy.
Hindi pa nagsushow yan.
Tama.
Oo nga po.
Hi everyone! Thank you so much po for coming and for just taking your time para makasama kami ngayong hapon. We're very excited to do the show tomorrow at sana ay hindi pa po kayo sawa ng sunod-sunod yung mga shows. Bukas po, kakaibang show ang inyong mapapanood dahil iba't ibang klaseng music at katatawanan ang i-offer namin sa inyo.
Yeah.
Yes, hello guys. Maraming salamat po for coming. And actually, sobra po kaming looking forward to this show dahil ito po yung kauna-unahan naming malaking show since the pandemic. So, excited po kami magkita-kita po tayo bukas.
Ngayon, gusto ko po lang pasalamatan ang aming producers, Creative Minds and Events Organizing. Palakpakan po natin sila. Partner cornerstone talents din po. Palakpakan po natin. Salamat po namin. Thank you po.
Alira? Well, first of all, I just want to say thank you once again for having me for another concert with the Creative Minds. And honestly, I feel like I'm dreaming right now. I just want someone to pinch me right now because it was just like a few years back. I was watching all these artists, you know, who are also my idols, my inspiration, like through phone screen, you know, or through YouTube, and I'm just like looking at them and like they inspired me through my music and also comedy and stuff. So I just, you know, I'm so overwhelmed. I can't wait for tomorrow. We're gonna have so much fun, and we're gonna give you guys a show that you guys don't want to miss. Thank you.
Parang na-cover na lahat. Yun po, maraming salamat and like Eric said, excited kami lahat kasi first time namin mag-perform ulit na may live audience. So yun, we're really looking forward to that.
Yeah.
On behalf of Creative Minds Events Organizing, I would like to say thank you for all of the artists to honor us and come here. I would like to say all the crew, thank you, Cornerstone, all of the crew. And I would like to say all of the media and bloggers and TikTokers who are support us. I invite all of you tomorrow for Paskong Handog sa Pinoy and kita tayo.
Okay, so again, this is press conference. Welcome everybody. I was going to be throwing the very first question. Syempre, Orly from Global Filipino Magazine.
Magandang hapon po sa mga bisita nating artista and also to the producers of Creative Minds Events Organizing. This is really a wonderful gift for all of us OFW. It has been 2 years na deprived kami sa mga artista. Feel namin ngayon na back to normal na kahit paano kasi nakakakita na kami ng artista talaga. Diba? So my question is, anybody can answer this? Ano yun naman yung, nasabi namin yung feeling namin ngayon, it's really an amazing feeling na pwede na namin kamayan. Ewan ko kung papayag sila, but pwede na natin magpa-picture, pwede na ganyan. But what are your feelings right now na mayroon naman kayong live audience?
Spin the mic. Spin the mic. No, let's spin the mic. Okay. Ha? Ikaw din sumagot. Saan na po So, actually, sobrang blessed, no? Yun ang siguro, unang-unang iisipin nasa tuktok ng aking utak. Sobrang blessed kasi hindi naman lahat ng artists na bibigyan ng pagkakataon makapag-show abroad. And Dubai is very, personally, is very close to my heart kasi every year ata wala kayong kadala-dala. Nandito ako. Kaya naman pinaghahandaan ko naman, kaya ang suot ko lang tomorrow lotion. Papatalo ba ako kay Triona? Hello? Hindi. Ang ganda po ng grupo ito. I'm super excited kasi I know you have Alicia Keys also. Yesterday may show din. This time, kompleto silikados kumbaga eh. Kaya, at saka live audience, alam ba kung gaano ako gigil na. Kasi lagi nilang camera ang kaharap namin pa nag-show or may mga noontime show ako, may singling. Gusto ko lang parinig ng palakpak. So, sobrang blessed. Yun lang talaga masabi ko. Yun ang feeling ko, overwhelmingly blessed. Am I right?
Anyone? I've got here a question in behalf of National Editor David Tosing. This is for Catriona. Who are the people you are rooting for Miss Universe before Miss Philippines? And also, Bahrain is taking part in the pageant for the first time. What do you think of this? That's coming from the National Editor David Tosing.
Thank you, David, for the questions. I think it's great that new countries are always participating in Miss Universe. I think the more representation that we have as women go and pursue their dreams for whatever reason that may be, I think it's very, very welcomed and encouraged. And I guess we'll just have to see December 13. Let us support our bed, Miss Philippines Beatrice, as she goes after the Miss Universe title. Honor for the Philippines.
Thank you very much. Anyone? Kimmy first.
Hi,
question will be for anyone. Of course, like, bashing is rampant, and some of here are vloggers and TikTokers that receives also bashing. Hindi ko mag-English ako, di ba? Nakakatalino. My question is, what is the greatest lesson you learned from a basher?
Come on.
Thank you.
There's a silver lining. And I just want to say, all in moderation. Ganito lang naman yan eh. Wala pa ako personally, wala pa ako nakilalang basher na personal akong tilapitan na alam mo hindi kita gusto. They're all just keyboard warriors, we call it, diba? Wala pa ako nakikita na lumapit sa akin, hindi kita pet. Wala pa naman ganun. So feeling ko lang ito because of social media. And yung feeling natin na lahat pwede sabihin. At saka ganito lang, hindi mo pwedeng anuhin yun eh. Kasi pag yun ang inisip mo, wala. Hindi maano yung trabaho mo, yung passion mo talaga, di ba? So dapat talaga, hindi ko please everybody. It's that simple. Kaya gawin mo lang kung anong gusto mo, mas wala kinapakanta ko. At nagbibigay saya ka. Sa mga basher, hingay.
Kasahan pala ito. Siguro hindi lang naman sa isa, but I think every time na nakakakuha, siguro ako, I think I can speak for everyone, na every time nakakakuha kami ng mga comments na medyo hindi maganda, parang it's a reminder for all of us na you will never be everyone's cup of tea. Na dapat talaga yung main purpose of doing what we do, like for example, yung music namin, yung comedy, or whatever art you're really interested in doing, the main purpose should always be to express and not to impress. Kasi the moment na iisipin mo, I'm gonna do this to impress the people, masasaktan ka eh. Kasi hindi lahat talaga ng mga tao ay magugustuhan ng gagawin mo. Minsan nga kahit wala kang gawin, hindi ka pa rin gusto. So, yun siguro, parang yung mga bashers naman din kasi na yun, they keep you grounded. They remind you na kahit sobrang galing mo, meron ka pa rin at meron pa rin pwedeng ipon na sa'yo. So yun lang siguro, parang hindi naman kami magiging thick-skinned like the people we are now kung hindi dahil sa kanila. So we welcome them, but at the same time, we don't give them the power to control our emotions and to control how we express ourselves. Yun siguro.
Thank you very much. And this question is on behalf of College Times. This is for Casey, Yang, and Eric. You are frequent performers right here in the UAE. What do you love most about your trips here?
John Lennon sa Pilipinas.
Ako po, yung audience. I mean, every time na magkakaroon po kami ng show sa iba't ibang parte ng mundo, especially dito sa Middle East, especially here in Dubai, talagang ramdam na ramdam namin yung init ng pagmamahal at suporta ng mga kababayan natin dito. So, napakasarap po mag-perform sa audience na alam mong sabik na sabik sa musika mo. So yun yung pinakagusto ko sa Dubai. Talagang ibang klase yung crowd. So that's why I'm really looking forward to our show tomorrow. Dahil alam kong magugustuhan niyo po ang inihanda namin sorpresa, inihanda namin show para po sa inyo lahat.
Ako po hindi pa po show. Talagang, kasi po, dito po ang pinakamarami, I guess, na Pinoy kahit saan ka pumunta. Pinapakita talaga ng mga kababayan natin kung gaano nila kami kamahal. And yung pananabik, ganun. At ang dami po ng discount na nakukuha. Baka yun po, yun po talaga pinaka-favorite ko. Hindi, joke lang po. Pero, ang sarap po eh. Kahit po nung ko sa, tawag yung Madina at Jumeirah, yung may boat po doon noon eh. Talagang nakalibre ako sa pagsakay ng baka. Parang, ate, ikaw ba yan? Ako na bahala. Yung warmth talaga ng mga Pilipino, sobrang sarap po talaga. Kaya, katulad po ni Ed, sinabi na kanina, we're very excited. Kasi po yung pagmamahal na binibigay sa amin ng mga kababayan dito, gusto po talaga namin ibalik ng 100 beses pa. Kaya mag-i-enjoy po kayo bukas.
Thank you. And Bella from the Vibe Lives magazine.
Hello there. Good afternoon, everyone. So, yeah, it's been a while since you last performed a concert, and then this is the first. I guess this is the first time again to perform live, di ba? Ano po yung mga challenges na experience nyo during pandemic times? And you go po. Thank you.
Personally, kami ni Casey sobrang laking magkasama na kami nung
Magkasama na tayo.
nung pandemic. So, buti na lang na isang bahay na kami. We share the same, nag-invest talaga kami sa mga gamit. Yun isa sa mga naging mahirap na adjustment from performing live. Kasi dati pag nag-perform ka ng live, kasama mo yung banda mo, may makeup artist, merong ready na lahat. But nung nag-pandemic, yun yung isa na struggle, malaking struggle. Kasi we had to gumawa talaga kami ng parang mini home studio for the virtual gigs at marami pang ibang mga challenges. So, siguro yun ang isa sa naging major challenges ng pandemic as performers. Sa tiyan.
Can you repeat the question, please?
Yeah, English.
Okay, so when pandemic happened, what are the challenges you face and how do you cope up with the pandemic?
Alright, so for us here in the UAE, we definitely were one of the first countries that took it upon ourselves to take extra precautionary measures and to restrict people from moving a lot just to not allow the virus to spread as fast. And we were very successful, and it can show us that right now, while the world is closing, we are still we're running events, we're back to normal and stuff. And that is all thanks to the leaders of these countries, and we are forever grateful for that. For me personally, I didn't want to stop. I took it upon myself to actually sit down, even though I'm a bit claustrophobic person. I don't like to stay in place for a long time. But I took that opportunity to write songs, and just basically, I didn't want the pandemic to affect my music. So I would have Zoom calls, in Los Angeles or wherever it is, and then we managed to create amazing songs. And actually, one of my the debut single, I actually did it during the pandemic period. Yes.
Thank you very much. Miss Pia from Netspot Media.
Hi everyone, nice to see you back in Dubai again. So this question is just a follow-up to what everyone else has asked. So with the pandemic, right, we were forced to pause your celebrity life for a while, around 2 years. So I'm just curious to know, what are the insights that you gained in this 2-year pause? If everyone can answer that, isa-isa lang.
I think the pandemic was a great equalizer for everyone because everyone was affected, no matter what work you were in, your age, path that you were on. Everyone experienced challenges. For me, naman, it was being away from my family. That was really, really difficult for me. I'm an only child, and I was away from my parents the whole pandemic, and it was such an unsure and uncertain time. But I think it really allowed me to have a lot of reflection and introspection. It was definitely a really difficult time talaga, but I think, and I speak for all of us, I think when it really taught us to be, really thankful for what we do have. Whether that be a roof over our heads, or that our family is safe and healthy, or that we have friends that check up on us, or we have food on our table. It was really just, I think it humbled all of us.
Sino maganda sa isa lang yung microphone? Hindi, tama ate. Tama naman. Sabi naman. We feel the same way.
We feel the same way.
Wala na mag-answer. So you share the same sentiment. Okay, good.
Sa akin siguro po, actually sa amin na TJ, dahil nga we got married in the middle of the pandemic, siguro ang pinaka natutunan namin ko is to take each day as it comes. Kasi as a person, I'm a planning freak. Like if I could plan the entire year, I would. Pero nung 2020 talaga, ni isa sa mga plano namin hindi natuloy, except for the wedding of course. But even that, plano pa namin siyang i-postpone muna. Natutunan ko talaga na it is okay to plan for the future, but it is not okay na hayaan natin na i-rob ng future ang present natin of the beauty that it is. Kasi kaya siya tinatawag na present because it's a gift. Okay po. So, yun siguro po yung natutunan namin sa pandemic to take our calls outside. Pero yun po, to take each day as it comes and plan, but make sure na you're always open to the changes kasi hindi naman lahat ng plano na ginagawa mo sa buhay mo masusunod. Yun siguro. Ito, madami insights and income.
Lahat naman na nasabi nila, no? But for me, it's not the material things that matter. I think it's the relationship with the people who matter to us. Yun yung feeling ko dapat mas nag-focus talaga tayo even before the pandemic. And yun yung naituro sa akin ng pandemya na yung life is fleeting. Diba? Parang just like that, pwedeng bawian tayo ng buhay. Dahil ang dami-daming nagkakasakit, ang dami namamatay, di ba? But I am always grateful that we're still here, we're still alive, and we're thriving. So I'm always grateful to God. Kung ano yung meron ako ngayon, sobra akong thankful. At ngayon na sa Dubai kami, talagang napakaswerte namin at napaka-blessed kasi sa Pilipinas kasi hindi pa po pwedeng mag-show. So, sobra kaming overwhelmed sa support ng mga kababayan natin dito since dumating po kami dito sa Dubai. Hindi po namin makakalimutan kasi first time po namin mag-show after since the pandemic. So, this is gonna be a very special show for all of you and for all of us as well.
Wise nito. Siya taga-abot pa rin. Bakit taga-abot ng bike?
So thank you so much, guys. That was a very inspiring insight from all of you, and we're excited to see you tomorrow perform for everyone. So my next question is actually for the unique person in the room, Alira. It's very refreshing to see an Emirati artist here, right? And we know that you actually sing Tagalog as well, right? You know some Filipino songs. So I just wanted to know what inspired you and what inspired you to actually start singing in Filipino, and where do you get your inspiration from as well?
Well, thank you for that question, Pia from Expat Media. And so basically for me, I grew up in a mixed school from all around the world. So I've had part of people, in me basically. So each and every person leaves a mark, wherever they might be from. And so growing up, I was like, you know what? How can I pay tribute? How can I pay respect and give back to the people who loved me, who have taken care of me? So I took it upon myself to learn the language, and I think music is definitely a language of love. And it's not just Filipino, it's also I sing in other multiple languages too. But I would definitely say that Filipino is one of my favorites, not just as a language but as people. The Filipino community is very, very warm and loving, and they're very simple people and know how to enjoy the moment, and I love that so much about them. And I won't even say I probably have a Filipino heart, but really I'm very humbled and honored to even be standing at a place or at a platform where I can express and give thanks and love to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And Patsky, you have a question from Creative Minds, right?
Yes, of course. I want to ask good afternoon, everyone. I want to ask the Creative Minds. Of course, we are so blessed and we are so honored that we are part of this big events as well. For upcoming events of 2022, what are the biggest challenge that you are gonna preparation? I mean, the preparation for those big events that on 2022. That of course we've seen it already for the last week that we had a big and success event, and of course we are expected more success for tomorrow. So the next is for the 2022. So what are the biggest preparation for this coming events?
Is it me? Yeah, so thank you so much, Tatsuki. First of all, thank you so much for Cornerstone who gave us chance to bring these artists, no? Napakagaling nila, very well-known artists from the Philippines. And thank you for Ed Hotel, who is our hospitality partner as well here in this event. So for our upcoming events, of course we are preparing so much for this because we are trying to cope up the events because we have some expos still until April. So we have upcoming events for next year, which is Robin Sharma. We hope that we can cope up with Robert Kisak and all those speakers as well. And we are planning as well for a Filipino event still, which is combinations of different bands. So if we combine some different artists, we are planning to bring combination of bands as well, na alam namin nagugustuhin ng mga Pilipino, no? So actually we have some what they call this international artists again, which is hopefully we can close the deal for nabanggit na namin to sa nakarang press conference with MLTR, which is yung si Mark Martel. So hindi man namin masabi lahat ng events, but we are planning a lot of events for next year. And we hope for your support still for next year. Because of course, this Paskong Handog sa Pinoy is, ginawa namin siya para lahat ng Pilipino na alam naman natin, we are all Filipinos, no? Except these two, they are Ukrainians. But all of us affected with the pandemic. And because of that, gusto namin maghandog ng isang Christmas celebration with the Filipinos. Yun talaga yung purpose ng Paskong Handog sa Pinoy. And because of getting these artists na nag-prepare for us, so we hope that we can bring more Filipinos tomorrow. So thank you so much for your support.
Thank you very much. And this question is on behalf of Golf News, editor Jennifer Barreto. And this is for all the artists. What are your Christmas plans this year? And this is for Catriona. Miss Universe 2021 pageant is going to take place soon. Do you feel nostalgic about the time you won it? And as a performer, how do you feel to be back on stage?
I'll tatlong questions. Okay, good first. Christmas plans. Unfortunately, I'm not able to visit my family this year. Medyo mahigpit pa sa Australia. So, next year na lang. But that's not to say I won't be with family because my friends at home have become family. So it'll be a very quiet Christmas for me. Basta we can just give thanks for the year that's been and look forward to what's ahead.
Ako naman, Christmas not so much ako may plano. Pero I'm not sure ilang years na namin ginagawa ng anak ko. We have this panata, I call it panata, na meron kaming Christmas, New Year's Eve lagi kami nasa ibang bansa, di ba? Before the pandemic, nag-Maldives kami, di ba? Sabi ko, Lord, kasi pinag-ipunan ko talaga yun mga tetol. Kaya importante yun mag-ipon, ibang ipon sa travel, ibang ipon sa bahay, ibang ipon, ganun-ganun mga eksena. But anyways, so blessed ako na nakapag-ipon ako at nakapag-Maldives kami. This time, dahil hindi ko pa nakakaloka, hindi ko pa napunta yung Siargao. So, mag-Siargao kami. So, yun lang. Yung mga simpleng gawa na kami ng anak ko, importante kasi kami lang ng pamilya magkasama. So, ayun ang aking plano. Sa Christmas, world peace. Para, I know, right? Gusto ko lang ng world peace and Pinoy peace. Mali.
Ako po, simula po kasi nung kinasal kami ng asawa ko, naging ano po namin na laging lumalabas ng bansa. But this year po, siguro nga po dahil sa pandemya, ang napakalaking dapat ipagpasalamat sa Diyos na nakakasama mo yung pamilya mo. At na talagang bagay na spend time talaga sa family. So ganoon po, gumawa na po ako ng itinerary namin. For 3 days, magkakasama kami. So mag-start po ng 23 hanggang 25 po magkakasama kami. Papalaro sa mga pamangkin. Hinanda ko na po yung listahan ng mga lulutuin, pati mga nakatoka, sino magluluto. Tapos ang regalo,